Hey everybody, this is Dream, and this is going to be my top picks for prize picks today. First of all, we're going to take a look at Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul has a 35.5 fantasy score on this. I really think he's going to be able to clip that today against the Warriors. He should have the potential to get a double-double here. He actually has several different options that you could definitely take advantage of here, including the points at 12.5 and even the points, rebounds, assists. But overall, I like the fantasy score the best simply because he's likely going to get a double-double here with points and assists. Then we're going to look at Bojan Bogdanovic. Oops, Bojan. We have him with 26.5 fantasy points. Overall, again, he's in a great matchup here against Washington, and I have a good expectation that he's going to be able to clip this relatively easily in this particular slate. One of my favorite plays on the board when it comes to fantasy score overall, aside from Chris Paul, is Bojan, and the reason I like him a lot is that he just has a lot of upside in this matchup. He's also potential to hit several threes. I think this 3-point option here, 3 points made, 2.5 or higher, is also a good option for on a more option. He's been shooting quite a few threes this season so far. As we can see, he hit 6 in one game and 4 another, and had just 1 against the Knicks. But this is a much easier matchup when it comes to the defensive aspect, and I think that Detroit has several players on it that are going to play pretty well, including Bojan himself. Then we're going to look at Trey Mann. Now he has the 3 assist option here. This option looks really solid that he's going to get more than 3 assists. There is a potential. I have him right around 5 assists in this one because he's going to be the starting guy with Shai Alexander out. He has a lot of upside as a result. And even in games when Shai Alexander played, he was still getting at least 2 or 3. And so I think this is just a very good option on this particular slate. Then we're going to look at Saddiq Bey for the Pistons again, and I have the 5 or over rebound option here. He's been close to 7 and 8 rebounds each game so far this season, and this is an easier matchup for him. I suspect he's going to have an opportunity to get to there again. And overall, I just think it's a great play, a little bit undervalued. You will notice that there are no Pelicans on this, so if we try to look for New Orleans, or let's say we try to look for Jonas Valanciunas or CJ McCollum. Actually, they just added CJ McCollum here, but of course, let's see if it shows these guys now. Norman Pelicans. These literally just popped on here, so that's interesting, but only McCollum. Obviously, he's going to have some upside as a result today because of the injuries, but it looks like that the way they put these plate points is pretty much going to showcase that they took that into account. It seems to me that they took a lot of the Pelicans off and they're just adding them back on now from earlier. So unfortunately, probably the original guys when Zion and stuff weren't out are no longer here. So we're gonna have these updated versions. So there's nobody there that I typically like, at least from CJ McCollum. But we will notice that there is a taco, which is Bradley Beal. Now this isn't a terrible taco at 29.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. I do think he has some potential in this one, but he tends to kind of go up and down. So this matchup is definitely in his favor. But I don't love this option here. I mean, it's not bad. The real question is if he's going to get the rebounds, assists. He's going to get the points probably, get like 20 or 25 points. And so I think it's a pretty decent one, but it's not the best taco I've ever seen. But overall, it's a decent one, and so it's definitely something I would consider as well. And obviously, like if we utilize that and we go more on that, then we're looking at, if you bet $20, you could win 200. I am going to run a couple variations of 3, like with 3 of these, and that's typically how I do these. I do 3 slates of 3 and try to get, maximize the potential to have big wins. So with that said, thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any comments or questions about any of the picks, feel free to leave those below. And have a nice day, guys.